You catch a whiff of the disgustingly sweet smell of rot. Cold fear enters your soul when you guess what might be the source of the smell. A human body lies nestled in the grass. It is already unrecognizable from decay. You see an old wooden cross upon its breast. Overcoming nausea, you easily rip the cross from the dead man's chest. You clean it and take it with you. Despite the late hour, sounds of celebration are coming from the village. It turns out that a festive dinner has dragged on and turned into a non-stop festival. You notice the worried host, who looks like he can't wait to say goodbye to his guests. You offer to disperse the festival for the host. His distrust of you vanishes when, after a couple of your zagavers, furious winds send the suddenly worried guests scurrying home. The host rewards you with some of the dishes from a banquet table. You meet a girl walking in the direction of Panteg. In her hands, she clutches a spindle that is emanating dark power. Old Yegor smirks, another of the spinner's victims. You call out to the peasant girl and convince her to get rid of the cursed spindle. Surprised, the girl follows your advice. You freeze with horror. A dead girl is dangling from a spruce tree's gnarled branch. You can't move. This strange fruit sways back and forth with a creak in the cold wind. She died recently. As soon as you draw a circle, two demons burst from the skin of the hanged girl. It seems that demons have reached the body before you. The closer you are to the house of the spinner, the more ominous the woods get. The decaying trunks of pines and spruces tower over the path like silent guardians. Your blood runs cold every other moment. You feel that the border between worlds is very thin in this part of the forest.
There are bright strings of some kind on the path. Quite a grim place. It's places like this that give witches a bad reputation.
You approach the skull hanging by the door. Suddenly, the bony head starts shaking. A burning coal that serves as an eye socket stops you in your tracks.
Oh joy, and Noah, are we? Finally, some fun. My eye isn't what it used to be. Who's that old-timer over there? I think I know him.
Will you let me pass to see the spinner?
With pleasure, but I'm ordered to test Noah. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be hanging around here in the first place. Anyway, we'll do it just like in the fairy tales. I'll give you 3 riddles. Solve any one of them, and I'll let you through. Solve none, or refuse to answer, I'll take one of your eyes. I'm short one, you see.
I'd say that's the least of your problems.
Well, are you up to it?
I want to look around first.
So, how do you like this Isba? Ours is quite a bit cozier, isn't it? Go speak to that skull. He's a doorman of sorts here. That's the spinner for you, always thinking up something crazy.
What do you mean, speak to the skull?
I mean that it used to be a Khaldun. The regular folks aren't likely to chat with it. We, knowers, are used to this sort of thing. It's something new the spinner thought up. Skulls such as these used to hang on the trees around here like effigies of sorts. This one is used as a kind of test. It would be best if you passed the test. This woman knows me, you see, but she's not familiar with you.
What else should I know about the spinner?
Hush, child. These skulls report every little detail to that witch. Keep your lips sealed.
What's with the yarn on the paths?
You see it, do you? Ordinary folk don't. The yarn binds some poor Christians to the spinner. It's a strong and dark sorcery. You had better go and speak to the doorman.
There are many different skulls and charms.
Ready to solve some riddles?
Wait, answer my questions first.
I have no answers for you. I only ask questions. Well, are you up to it?
Have it your way. Ask your riddles.
Listen to the first one, girl. There is a hamlet folks packed together tight. Come morning the cock sings, yet no man stands upright.
There's a hamlet, folks packed in tight. Come morning the cock crows, yet no man stands upright. A cemetery. Proper dead men do not rise from the graves.
Correct. You solved the riddle. Only that men don't rise in the morning. Believe me, I know. You may pass, or you may try to guess another.
Let's riddle some more.
Listen to the second riddle. Lame chicks sing along, dry wood they haul. Wound up in a ditch, can't move an inch.
Lame chicks sing along, dry wood they haul. Wound up in a ditch, can't move an inch. The carpenters are bringing wood for an izba. They set it up, but of course it won't move.
No, this time you're wrong. It is a funeral procession. Lame chicks sing for the deceased. I remember those songs. You'll hear them too soon enough. You may pass, or you may try to guess another.
Let's riddle some more.
Steal a quine, tale of twine.
Steal a quine, tale of twine. Well, that's easy. I'm here to see the spinner after all. It's a needle and a thread.
Correct. You guessed it. Look at you. You should know your riddles. That makes you a powerful witch. Well, you may pass. We can riddle some more. No eyes involved, just like that, for curiosity's sake.
Let's riddle some more.
Listen to the fourth riddle. Walks with no legs, sleeves with no arms, mouth with no speech.
Walks with no legs, sleeves with no arms, mouth with no speech. A river has sleeves with no arms and a mouth.
Nice try, but a river talks, it murmurs. Shadow is the answer. I can riddle you another one.
All right then, I'm off to see the spinner.
Evening, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
Evening to you too, Yegor Yevlampevich.
The voice of the spinner is quiet and smooth, like the rustling of pages in the Black Book.
Brought you my little orphan. Became a knower recently, this one.
You sure did. But what are you thinking, poking around in my business? You took my spindle. It was doing my bidding, you know. I let it slide on account of you not knowing and all.
God bless Kapitalina Ivanovna.
She has the stirrings of a knower, your girl. Wouldn't make a bad successor for you. So why are you here? Not just to check up on an old woman, I should think.
I wanted to ask you about this yarn you have here and around the house.
This witchery is not yet for you, Vasilisa. In time you'll learn, perhaps. It's not the same as sending fiends for milk, mind you.
I need a woven belt. A powerful one, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
Yes, I know you came for a belt. Only why would I give one to you?
Old Yegor warned me that I should watch my mouth around the spinner. How should I answer her? It's not for me. It's for a girl who is trapped by a bannock.
Huh. A changeling. She's a demon herself. She should just rot under the bench. Igor, the girl seems to follow in your footsteps. Oh, you're never after anything without reason. Always some kind of ruse. Been cooking up something with your demons, have you? I'll give you the belt. It'll help your pupil, but you'll help mine in turn.
Ush. Have it your way.
All right. Here's your belt. Don't forget your promise, Igor.
You won't let me. Spinner is no simple witch. It's not the last time we'll hear of her. What are you running your mouth for? You miss the whipping so much? Or does a Leshy have control of your tongue? Now we'll have to help her. Heaven knows with what. All right, we've got the belt. Now we must plan our next moves. And now to find a cross and a name.
Then I'll start with the cross. What could be more important?
In Yanidor, you'll find Evdokia Fokovna. They say her daughter was possessed by Ikota. So, did you get all that?
What not to get? Go to the Ikotnitsa and take her cross.
Old houses and banyas are often home to demons. The masters leave, but don't always take their host spirits with them.
What sort of spirits are those baniks?
Masters of the bathhouse, like a Susetko in an izba. I don't think it was an ordinary place, the banya, before the worship of God.
What do you mean, before God?
I mean that our ancestors used to be worship the spirits of the hearth. Some Perm people still call upon Yan or Voipil.
You've been telling me how you got your Khaldun power.
Right, where were we? So, I became a shepherd boy. He taught me this and that at first at Prokopy. That one time, the cattle had wandered all over the place, and my chief turned up drunk. Drank a whole bottle of vodka. He couldn't move a muscle. Well, what other choice did I have? I went to collect them by myself. Managed to get almost all of them as midnight drew near. Had to pass Mikhail's crossroads on the way back. You know how that place is. So, there I am, with the cattle tagging along. The moment I stepped onto the crossroads, everything turned upside down. Winds out of nowhere, and what you know, swarms of shorts. Figured I'd quickly draw a circle around me, and so I did. And these chorts were just swarming on the edge of the circle. All sorts, you name it. Well, I think that's it. Everything turned out all right, as you see. Next time I'll tell you how I got out of it.
What sort of spirits are those Baniks?
Masters of the Bath, I don't think it was an ordinary place, the Banya, before the worship of God.
What do you mean, before God?
I mean that our ancestors used to be worship the spirits of the hearth. Some Perm people still call upon Jan or Voipil.
We should tell everyone about the chorts we've met. You know, to warn the good people, right?
Everyone knows, but not everyone believes. What are you going to do with your new bride?
Well, we'll get a farm. We'll get folks from the village to help. Well now, I'll build an excellent izba. And children eventually. What a life it will be.
Be careful, though. Who knows? The Banik might be back.
That's good. The mother-in-law is always welcome.
It seems that you're the fiercest of them all. How did you end up with a cross?
Oh, it's nothing.
Yeah, right. There's no such thing as a cross with no story behind it.
All right then, I'll tell you. We were near a town. Levna, it's called. It was a real massacre there.
Did you encounter any chorts there?
Worse, the cannon fire was so loud that all the chorts fled, if they were any. It seems they all fled here, to the north. So, there was this redoute ahead of us. Couldn't take it.
Redoute?
Well, it's a kind of a fortress. No one could get any closer.
And what about you, being such a gallant lad?
Hey, no jokes. Listen. I think God helped me. I went from the side and then found some barrels full of gunpowder and lit them. They blew up, started a fire. There was a lot more ammunition there. A lot of our enemies burned that day. I can still hear their screams. I suppose I will to the end of my days. I nearly died there myself. Since then, when I see a fire, I remember that redoute and those screams. I fished the cross from the river of blood, Vaisa. Are you happy now? Do you understand about the fire now?
Let's go. We'll talk later.
Get out of here, you meddling kids, or you'll get it!
Run! He saw us!
Wait, maybe they're here on business. Well, speak up.
Oh, Vasilisa! We saw such a scary thing! West of Yenidor, there's a scary izba! Evil spirits live there for sure!
Why do you say that?
See for yourself! They say there used to be a party every day, but now it stands silent as the grave! Saw it for ourselves!
Well, you'll wind up in graves yourselves if you go wandering like that.
Run!
You wander off course and walk onto the road more to the west than you had planned. You stumble upon a ragged man with rotten teeth and rotten eyes. You realize that it's a brigand. Traveling by night in Perm Gubernia is dangerous, and not only because of the evil spirits. The silence is broken by his hoarse voice.
Hey, what do we have here? A girl or something? Right. I'll let you go if you give me all your money.
I don't think so. You don't know who you're messing with. You should pray I let you go in one piece.
You walk through the forest. Grim trees hang from all sides, and strange noises are coming from the dark of the night. You freeze with fear when you notice two demons near an unearthed grave. They have already opened the coffin and are methodically skinning the dead body. You decide to leave the demons alone and go on your way. You have more important matters to attend to. You can only guess what they needed human skin for. You hear a whip crack. Shrieking in pain, some unfortunate soul is being driven to hell by a devil. You pause in hesitation. Is this sinner's soul worth a fight? You call out to the devil. Both the enemy and the sinner turn their burning eyes towards you. It turns out that the sinner is one of the demons. You hold the black book close and prepare for a fight. You see a swamp ahead. The damp soil squishes under your feet. You become cold and uncomfortable. Suddenly, a white ghost of a calf appears from the bog. It looks at you and does not move. You read a protective Zagavar, and the ghost disappears. When you finish your sorcery, you realize that this calf was, in fact, a treasure. Striking it would make the calf fall apart into coins. You notice the burning eyes of demons nearby. Are they guardians of this treasure? Yanidor is covered with a bright pre-dawn mist. Amidst the hollow silence, you hear sounds of the village waking up. With old Yegor's directions, you quickly find the house of Yevdakia Folkovna. Nikolai knocks on the carved gates, and you are soon greeted by the hostess.
Evdokia Fokovna, God bless.
God bless.
God bless indeed. And who might you be?
We've come to speak to your daughter.
Ha! Came to make fun of my Akulina. I won't let you. Leave us alone.
Oh, we wouldn't dare. We want to help her.
Help her? Many have tried. None have succeeded. What makes you think you can?
I know how your daughter is suffering. That's why I want to help. I know how.
Very well. Couldn't hurt, I suppose. It surely couldn't get any worse. My girl suffers from an ikota, day and night. Akulina hides in the old Church of Transfiguration at night. The ikota is not so violent there. That's where you'll find her.
Thank you. Don't worry about your daughter. We will help.
Well, God willing, God willing.
Goodbye, Evdokia Fokovna.
The old Church of Transfiguration. A grim shadow in the crimson twilight of the early hours. The domes of this building tower silently over you. Hundreds of years and dozens of generations have passed under its roof. You can feel the wisdom stored within these majestic walls.
The sun is rising, yet I don't feel any less frightened.
An icon. Someone must have knocked it off the porch. Wooden domes reflect silver light in the rising sun.
Old stairs lead inside the church.
This place is too grim to be a Christian place.
The iconostasis has collapsed partially, as if it suffered a strong northern gale. The royal gates are crooked and no longer bar the entrance to the altar. It looks like some of the icons were torn out on purpose. Some of them stand facing the wall.
The wooden sculpture looks majestic and enigmatic.
The iconostasis has collapsed partially. In the dim light, you notice a heap of rags where the ikotnitsa Akulina lays. She seems to be sleeping. From time to time, the girl shudders from nightmares sent by the chort to haunt her. You call out to the girl. She jolts up and darts to the altar corner. Even amidst the gloom, you notice the way her arms are shaking.
Who are you? Don't hurt me, please.
Don't be afraid, Akulina dear. We won't harm you. I'm Vasya, and this is Kola. We want to help you. We heard you have a Nikota.
Yeah, they say I have a chort inside me. It torments me.
Can we talk to it?
I can't make Proshka come out. He'll come out when he wants to.
We'll need your cross for this. Can you trade it to us?
What am I to do without a cross? Proshka will eat me alive without it.
I'll trade you mine. I have two of them. One was given to me at birth, and I found the other on the battlefield.
Tell us about your chort.
What's there to tell? Sometimes he crawls out, sometimes he can do some sorcery. The other kids make fun of me.
The girl starts to whimper.
We can get rid of Proshka.
Get rid of him? Really? But he won't live by himself.
Don't worry. I think I know how to draw his attention. I have to make the Ikota mad enough so that he leaves Akulina. How can I anger this particular chort? The broken icon at the entrance and the defaced iconostasis here are not a coincidence. It seems like he doesn't like icons, that Broshka of yours.
Yes, he made me deface the icons here.
I'll draw a circle, and we'll start.
You sit Akulina in front of the iconostasis, and Nikolai puts the icons into place. You start to read a Zagavar. You learned it long ago, but your memory doesn't fail you. The words of the spell ring out with a thundering echo. You almost manage to finish the ritual when Akulina suddenly pushes you. Taken by surprise, your incantation of magic words stops. The girl starts to convulse. The Ikota has emerged out of her.
You call yourselves exorcists? This Zagavar is dated. No one uses that commencement now. What kind of witch are you? So out of fashion. Yuck.
Christ's kingdom.
It's impolite to make mention of such kingdoms in front of demons, I have you know. And you can't just go displaying icons. I hate icons.
Why do you haunt Akulina? Why do you torture the girl?
That's no business of yours. Well, on the other hand, I don't have anything else to do. Why not tell you?
You see, I study demons. They fascinate me.
There's nothing to tell, really. Yenidor used to be a wealthy churchyard near the springs. Merchants used to request prayers of thanks in this church when they returned from the north. I was once the Sosiedko of this church.
Why would a church have a Sosiedko?
Why not? The abandoned ones have much scarier things inside. Or am I not good enough? But now, no one lives here and no one visits the church. They only go to the stone one. So I crawled inside Akulina out of boredom.
Won't you leave the girl alone?
I might leave her if you beat me.
So you're the Ikota chort?
So what if I am? Ain't I fine looking like a feline? What did you expect, a frog or something?
We need Akulina's cross.
Yes, I've heard. I need lots of things too. Tell you what, witch. If you beat me, I might even do both. Give you a cross and leave the girl.
So be it, Broshka.
Here I come, Vasilisa! away from my Aquilina!
Away with you, demon!
I'll just crawl inside the girl. You won't get me there.
Oh, no, you won't. I have a Zagover with your name on it.
Wait. Don't finish me off, Vasya. I'll tell you what. I'll leave Aquilina and come work for you. I can be useful, you'll see. I won't harm anyone. I'll be good.
Work for me? I have plenty of charts already.
Well, I'm not exactly a short. I can be of use like a sosietka, in fact.
Actually, we don't have a sosietka. That's not such a bad idea. What will Grandpa say to that? Alright, I'll take you, but you shit. No joking around.
Proshka leaves Akulina, climbs your left shoulder, and then vanishes into black flames. The girl crumples and falls down, exhausted. Her face looks calm and serene. Proshka won't poison her life anymore. You switch out Nikolai's cross for that of the Ikotnitsa. The crucifix looks old and rotten. The demon's power has left its mark. You hope that Akulina's soul was left untouched by it.
Now we have a cross. You see, Vasya? Ask, and ye shall receive.
Big deal. A demon's cross. Sosietkas don't shun crosses either, I presume.
But on the other hand, we could do without this rattle box chort.
Why you calling a rattle box?
Hush, Proshka. Don't be angry, Grandpa. He may be of use to us yet.
All right, we'll see if it works out. Now we need to name our Banya bride. Well, go to Vilgurt. You'll find a priest there. Kolya, you should go too.
It's decided then.
Well, Vasya, now I can say I've seen things. Cannon fire. A redoute, that's one thing. The devil himself, that's a whole different level. Still, I think that war is scarier. Much scarier than any chort. I still can't forget it.
You've seen too few shorts, Kolya.
Perhaps that's true, but that's beside the point. I'm not going to put up with it. I know how to get over this. I have an idea.
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking of stepping right into the fire, if only something turned up.
You could die, you know.
No. I'm not talking about something like a campfire. And I'm not planning on dying either. It's not the devil I have to overcome. Man's greatest enemy is himself. That's what I think.
What happened down there, in the war?
Bah, Vasya, you wouldn't be interested. This war was thought up by the devil and none other. Not by the Holy Spirit, that's for sure. I don't even want to remember. The thoughts alone make my hair white.
Well, what do you want? Can't you see? I'm all cozy here on the sleeping bench. I'm sleepy. Ask what you wanted. I need to sleep. Got tired.
Wanted to learn more about you. What were you doing before Akulina?
All right, I'll tell you. It's a long story, mind you. I've told you before, I used to be a Susetko. For quite some time, I've lived there. The Transfiguration Church was built how long ago? Must be over 200 years. I am wise and old, you see. So you'd better heed my advices if you know what's good for you.
Never seen cats any wiser, that's true.
Good then.
Maybe you'll stop swooping your fur all over the Izba in 200 years, eh?
What? What about it? None of my concern. I have to look after the household anyway. You could have fixed the bench yourself, by the way. It creaks as hell.
Oh, I'll show you, you damn short.
Wait, Grandpa. He will do a better job. Won't you, Proshka?
Sure, I bet one all right.
What with the church, then?
So, about it. I've stayed as Susetko there from the time it was built.
You were Susetko over there in church, or were you from some other place?
In the church. I remember that well. But what was there before that building? Damn it. Can't quite remember. Let's talk a bit later. Maybe my memory will return.
What kind of demon are you, Ikota?
That's how fiends are called. Ikota. If they possess people, that is. You know that. Wish to learn more? Any demon can become Ikota. Climb up on someone, got it, that's it. People will call you Ikota. Bet you can do it better than me.
Why did you transform into a cat?
Cats kill people. For protection, that is why. Well, what you looking at? Scared, eh?
Yeah, right. Cats give no quarter. It is good that our father Tsar's army keeps them in check.
So you don't believe me then? Let me tell you one story.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
Greetings to you, mistress of the house. I was flying back from Igor's job when I noticed something. Some bandits jumped a Khaldun near the crossroads. He drove a cart. Perhaps there is something useful for you there.
Maybe.
Low prices, come and see for yourself. Buy some herbs and other goods I've brought for you from the woods. Low prices, come and buy some herbs and other goods I've brought.
You stumble upon a strange clearing. The trees are fallen as if hit by a hurricane. Or perhaps the master of the forest walked this path. What's strange is that in the middle of the clearing, a single tree stands undamaged. You come closer and realize that the tree was saved by the prikrish herb that grows among its roots. You bow to the plant and cut it down. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way. From afar, you hear two demons arguing furiously. Their shouts make the treetops sway. It seems that they are arguing over a fish they caught in some peasant's fish trap. When you take a good look, you realize that a human soul is in the trap, shrunken in horror. You quickly draw a circle and read your first Zagavar. The chorts drop the trap, and the soul slips away and flies into the sky. On a bridge over a small river near Vilgert, two cart drivers argue over who should have way first. They are arguing fiercely, not realizing that each has a demon over the left shoulder. It's the demon's job to bring discord and serve as a prompter of sorts, whispering lines into their ears. Proshka turns into a demon and calls one of the chorts over. You beat it with a Zagavar at once. Your helper assumes the image of the defeated chort and returns to the arguing pair. With Proshka's help, their bickering soon subsides. The second demon flies away, confused. You feel the power of the Black Book increase. You arrive during the long, pre-dawn twilight. Sharp points of age-old fir trees from a jagged wall far behind the church of Wiedelgort. The priest has already begun preparations for the morning rituals. He notices you, puts aside his chores, and greets you.
Who goes there at the crack of dawn? Is it you, Vasilisa? Cover your head, girl. Tfu!
Morning, Holy Father.
Kolya? Is that you? And don't tell me you want me to marry you to her.
Well, it's too early for me. Kolya, on the other hand.
Hey, Vasa, don't go deciding the things for me.
We came for another reason, actually. We need a name, an Orthodox one, from the list of the holy names, from the Sviatse.
It can't be. Are you expecting?
No, we want to give a name to a demon.
You want to what?
Father Yefrem sways, walks back to the nearest wall, and sits heavily on a bench.
Are you sure you don't want to marry?
It's all for good. We want to free this girl.
You explain your encounter with the Banya bride, and what she needs for her freedom.
I've heard about the changelings. Not sure how it works, though. I can't give you a name. The church tricked you both. Nothing good can come of it.
Choosing a name from Sviatse turns out to be not such an easy task. How can I make him reconsider? What if it's not a demon, but a Christian soul doomed to suffer? That would be a sin for sure.
Truly. They say you are a witch now, Vasya. It will soon be the harvest day of Ivan the Long. We need to disperse the dry winds. Help our village, and I, in turn, will help you with the name.
It's a deal. I know a ritual to thwart dry winds. We'll go visit the field.
All right. You'll have your name.
Father Yefrem opens a heavy book with a silver cover.
Choose. These days we honor the holy Claudia, Matriona, and Alexandra.
Kolya, she's your bride. You choose.
Let's call her Matriona. It's a good name.
You would name her after a respectable woman? Watch out. She might become a knower.
Thank you, Father.
Well, the field is about a mile to the west.
I'll try to thwart the winds. See you later.
You soon arrive at your destination. The field looks empty in the twilight of the dawn. Cold wind seems to penetrate you to the bone. When you step onto the plowed field, you sense a familiar shiver. This field harbors evil spirits. You find a poorly hidden bundle of old wheat ears. It's a Khaldun's zalom. The stems are tied in a knot and dusted with ashes and salt. Fresh grave soil, eggshells, and steamed grains are laid around it. You draw a circle. You feel that demons are not far off.
Wind, O wind of the seven brothers, the oldest one, do not blow from the rotten corner. Do not bring rain from the west. But blow us warmth, render good service to our people, bring forth pleasant rain. Joy to plowmen, glory to you, fierce one.
You finish reciting the Zagaver, and for a moment, silence falls. Suddenly, a creaky voice from behind startles you.
You sure are a strange creatures. First you curse it, then you bless it right after.
By you, do you mean us Khalduns?
Ha! Humans, always on the border between worlds. And that is why you always lose. But who am I to complain? My name is Andriko, and you I've heard about you. You're the new witch, Vasilisa.
So is it you who spoils the field, sending dry winds?
Spoil? You used the wrong word. I am helping the peasants, and I am a master at this. I mean, surely you understand that this is for their own good, don't you?
What possible good can broken rye do?
Oh, you disappoint me. All right, here's the thing. The peasants will have a bad harvest this year. That is so. But it will make them search for new, better ways to grow wheat. So when the real famine comes, people will be ready. Their newly gained skills will help them overcome the true hardships. As you can see, I am a visionary. Well, now, shall we go our separate ways?
People will die. You call that progress? I've had enough of your lies. You're going back to hell.
Shouldn't have got in my way.
And yet I have. Deal with it.
So, the name of the girl will be... a fitting name. You did the right thing sorting out that demon. Won't spoil any good crops anymore. Well, you've got all the items you need. Now we can try freeing your bride. Since you have the book now, I can't go. I'm not that strong of a Khaldun anymore, to tell the truth. And Abdiricha is a powerful spirit. She can charm and skin you alive so fast that you won't know what hit you. So, Vasya, you must prepare yourself properly. Perhaps you have some questions.
What kind of ritual should we perform? I don't remember you teaching me any such things.
I've never saved changelings from the banyas. I think you will need to go down beneath the floor. The bannik will test you there. You have all the right items, but don't forget your wits. Perhaps you have some questions.
What is that Abdiricha?
Who knows where this one came from? These things all emerge in different ways. They say a bannik settles in a banya where 40 children were born. As for this one, the only thing we can say for sure is that she switches out children. Is it an accident or not? Only the Abdiricha can answer that. Perhaps you have some questions.
Time to hit the road.